Hey everybody, Matt LaPlante here with another video for you. This one is going to be in the Ask Matt series. What is the metaverse? I've been getting that question a lot, really over the past, let's call it 2 to 3 months, probably because it's been in the news a lot. But think of the metaverse as it's the blurring of the lines between the physical world and the virtual / digital world, or maybe better, how can we get the physical and virtual world to interact with one another seamlessly? A lot of people, when they hear the term metaverse, they typically think of one of two things. One is they'll think of it's a movie called, or actually it was a book and then it became a movie, Ready Player One, where they take these goggles and they put them on and they're interacting with people in this like fully immersive world. Or another one it would be like The Matrix, where they plug you in and then you really, in the movie, they can't really tell the difference between the physical and virtual world that was created. However, that's what it is, but we're not really there yet. We're very, very far from it, but you are actually interacting, I would say, in the metaverse and just don't realize it yet. Especially over the past couple of years, it has really increased in this manner, or in this way. The first way is really if you're on Zoom or WebEx or Teams or something like that, whether it's for your personal life or professional life, because you're probably interacting with people that some of which you may have never met in the real world, and you're interacting with one another in a virtual way where you can change the background, you can change the way you look, all kinds of things. Another one is, again, in their personal life, people ride Peloton. They're exercising with people virtually. They're in social media. You're interacting with people. You can change new filters. You can change the way you look. You can change the location that you're in. You can adjust you can all kinds of different things to your videos where you're changing the real world. And then last but not least would be something like Home Depot. Home Depot has an app where you can, let's say you want to buy a light fixture, and you can hold it up to your ceiling and look at it, and the light fixture will look as though it is hanging in that room, so you can see what it would look like before you'd purchase it. All of those are the little infant stages of the metaverse, of getting us to interact in the virtual world physically. And so that is coming. But to kind of explain where we're at right now, I would say there's an old video that I've seen several times, and I get a kick out of it. It's from like 1994, I believe, and it's of the Today Show, and it's got Katie Couric and a couple of the other anchors on one of their morning shows. And they're asking, what is the internet? What is email? And it's kind of funny because when you watch it now, you kind of laugh at that and go, oh man, that wasn't that long ago, 20-something years ago. And they're asking, what is the internet? What is the email? When now it's ubiquitous. We use the internet every day. We're probably using email every day. Well, in fact, the email may even be becoming a dinosaur with, people are texting one another probably far more than ever, and DMing, direct messaging one another through whatever apps they're using. But so all of this is progressing towards a virtual world. But we're still, like I said, as I mentioned in the Today Show, we're really in that infant stage. We don't really know what it is. We're interacting with it a little bit. But what is really holding it back is internet speeds. As internet speeds increase, the immersive nature of the metaverse will likely increase as well. So things like as 5G becomes more prevalent, as internet speeds increase at homes and businesses, we will likely have more and more interactions in the metaverse than we have before. I don't really see that changing, whether it's as I mentioned, whether it's in your personal life or professional. It is something that is coming, and it is being driven to more and more. We're still, like I said, very far away from the Matrix / Ready Player One world, but that is the direction. So from an investment standpoint, we're in the boom bust phase. There's going to be some companies, very few diamonds here and there, that are going to become massive. They're going to likely become large conglomerates that are just massive, making all kinds of profits, having tons of employees that are running these aspects of the quote unquote metaverse. They'll probably, be just as big, if not bigger, than things like Apple or Google or Facebook or all these massive companies that we have today. But those will be very, very few. The vast majority of what we're going to see right now are going to be the people that are just trying things out, trying to figure out how to make this work. Most of them are going to be colossal failures. They're going to try to do something and it won't keep and it'll go to zero. So it's tread lightly phase. There's going to be, like I said, some great things that we may want to invest in the future, but right now, a lot of them are probably going to be very dangerous, and we need to go. We would want to, if we're going to invest in something like that, we want to know that going into it. There's a high propensity that it could go to zero because it's so early in the game. So that's the metaverse. If you have any more questions, I'm happy to go over with you and what it means and kind of the trajectory and explain it any further. But if not, thanks. I'll see you guys next time.